rockets are cool, right? I mean, would you rather dump your money into another boring Home Depot warehouse build or into a company literally shooting stuff into orbit? And in short, everything Elon Musk touches seems to turn to gold. And this year, he's finally taking SpaceX public, allegedly. We're talking about the largest IPO in history, Starship progress, Starlink exploding into revenues, and even wild stuff like space-based AI data centers powering the next AI boom from orbit. There's a few other bits here which are kind of driving this space theme. You know, you've got the US space executive order, the Orbital AI data centers computer boom hype that was happening last month, and record commercial growth, and of course the geopolitical and defense surging going on as well. So this isn't just hype, it's, in my opinion, front running one of the hottest, sexiest investment themes that's going to start in 2026. Elon fanboys, millennials dreaming of Mars, AI everywhere. The narrative is perfect. SpaceX's halo effect is going to light up the entire sector. Public space stocks are about to ride that wave. We're talking like companies like Rocket Lab, ASTS SpaceMobile, Planet Labs, and a few more pure plays that are positioned to explode. I'll drop a separate deep dive on SpaceX itself soon, so do hit subscribe and turn on notifications so it lands right on your homepage. Okay, so before we deep dive into the winners, if you're more of an ETF person and want broad exposure to this space theme without the single stock risk, check out the UFO ETF. It's got solid holdings in a bunch of these names, pure play space plays without the headache of picking exact winners. Now let's talk process. My intern pulled together this killer list of space related stocks, everything from pure play launching rockets to supplying tinkering with satellite parts. We're talking over 30 names here. I then layered on financials, pulled earnings data, estimates from last year, this year and next, then did some quick Excel magic to crank out the key ratios like PE, PEG, sales multiples, all that good stuff to spot value or hype. Quick disclaimer, take this all with a pinch of salt. The sales multiples will be spot on 99% of the time, but space exposure, that might be a tad off. Intern magic, not perfect. The goal here is to get 80% accurate in 20 minutes and not obsessed for hours to get 99% accuracy on that kind of stuff. I hope you understand. One key thing, last close price updates every trading day, but earnings estimate don't, right? So there's no such thing as an expensive PE on its own. If it's sky high, the market may be betting on massive earnings growth ahead. That's pretty much intel right there, isn't it? Anyway, from this full list, I've zoomed in on the pure plays with at least 70% space exposure. Why? Well, we want direct rocket fuel from the 2026 hype wave, not diluted by other businesses. So the screening criteria is over 70% space exposure, pure play focus and a solid market cap. So here we're excluding low exposure under 70%, too small market cap, which is anything under 1 billion, and heavy defense or indirect exposure, and also no explosive growth potential. I've gone through every single one in detail, trust me, no stone unturned here. In short, I've ditched anything with big defense vibes. If you're interested in defense, see my Kratos and AeroVironment video for that world. Anything with low exposure, like my favorite Lumentum, which I already hold and love, it's only 5% of space optical components, and anything too small with shaky models. After skipping those names, it basically leaves us with 3 standout names, the highlighted pure plays poised for 2026 liftoff. We've got ASTS SpaceMobile at 100% exposure, Rocket Labs at 74%, and Planet Labs at 100% also. These are the ones with the right mix, high exposure, solid market cap, and business model screaming growth. We'll break them down in the next part of the video. First up in our top 3 is ASTS SpaceMobile, the pure play beast at 100% space exposure, building the world's first space-based cellular broadband network that works directly with your regular smartphones. Headquartered in Texas, and around 35 to 40 billion market cap. They make money partnering with mobile networks like Verizon, Vodafone. They get a big cut of revenue when users connect via satellite in remote areas. It's direct to device, so think seamless global coverage for calls, text, and data, even in the middle of the ocean or mountains. Plus, they also have emerging government and defense contracts. Now, the 2026 drivers here, the key catalysts. They have the BlueBird satellite ramp. BlueBird 6 just launched successfully in January, the largest comms array ever, with 10x capacity over previous generations. The stock actually jumped 9% on this news, hitting over $100 on the intraday high. They're on track for accelerated cadence, around 45 to 60 launches in 2026 for the US, Europe, and Japan coverage. Next is commercial launches and service, intermittent nationwide service early 2026. full ramps with the new Glenn and other, 1 billion in commitments turning into cash flows. And they've got a bit of defense and government wins with their MDA Shield inclusion, opening big bids. And there is a bit of traction with defense communications amid a geopolitical push, basically. You know, the analysts are raising their price targets, which it's already hit, and retail seems to love it as a Starlink killer for phones. Shares are actually consolidating near all-time highs after the 260% plus 2025 run. So the price action and technicals, this thing is pretty much on fire, up huge year to date in 2025. And, you know, in 2026, it's trading at around $100. This is high beta volatile, but breakouts are in volume. It's one of retail's favorites, but it'd be wise to watch for pullbacks on delays. The risks here are it's pretty execution heavy, so constant launches push back possible high capex burns. Competition, Starlink and other satcoms. The valuation is pretty wild, with the price and sales being very high compared to its average. The bottom line here is that it's a high reward kind of moonshot here. If they nail the ramps and monetize partnerships, this could 3x on commercialization. Again, it's speculative, and I would monitor Q1 launches like a hawk. I'm going to be watching it closely, so I will be, of course, posting on any updates on that. Next is Planet Labs. Again, another 100% pure play Earth observation powerhouse, delivering daily satellite imagery and data insights to the government, defense, and other commercial clients. They're turning the corner big time after some early stumbles. They're headquartered in San Francisco with a market cap of around 8 or 9 billion. They make money through subscription-based data services. They sell access to daily Earth images, analytics, and now AI-powered insights from monitoring changes. Think agricultural, supply chain, disaster response, and also defense intel. They're shifting to higher margin government defense contracts. Defense intel is up actually 70% plus year on year, and satellite as a service. So, you know, that's dedicated fleets for nations and stuff. 2026 looks pretty catalyst packed, and this is actually a recovery play, and it seems like they have pretty high momentum. The key catalysts here include defense government shift acceleration. They've just inked a multi-year low, a 9-figure deal with Swedish armed forces. They've had similar wins with German, Japan, and NATO, which reduces the US reliance and boosts actually recurring revenue. They've done an AI and analytics ramp, so they're using AI as a central component in new contracts, like every company, I guess. Asset monitoring, changing directions, and analysts see a 21% plus annual growth by 2028. And Q3 saw record revenues around up 33% year on year at $81 million. That's the fourth straight positive adjusted EBITDA quarter. And the financial year guide is around 300 million in revenue with a $6 to $8 million EBITDA. The price action technicals here, it's kind of heating up. They've had recent surges on the Swedish news, which I mentioned, and it's been trading around $26 to $29, and it's breaking out on volume, strong momentum into 2026. The risks here are there's possible EPS misses, dilution for CapEx, and the execution with Pelican launches are pretty critical. The bottom line here is that Planet Lab is a bit of a turnaround story out of the three, from guidance misses to profitability inflection, defense tailwinds, and the AI edge. It's got solid recurring revenue path, backlog, and government deals make it a pretty reliable grower in the space hype wave. Actually a pretty good complement to more specific plays. Finally, saving the best till last, in my view, this is the top dog of the bunch, which is Rocket Labs. It's a 74% pure play that's dominating small to medium launches and spacecraft systems. In my opinion, this one's got it all. It's got a proven track record, massive defense wins, and a Neutron rocket ready to blast off into a whole new league. You know, it's headquartered in Long Beach, California. It's got a market cap of almost 50 billion, and they make money with two ways. They do launch services via Electron, and soon a new rocket called the Neutron. They also have Space System, which is manufacturing satellites, payloads, solar arrays, and components for defense and commercial clients. And revenues have exploded in the last quarter, up 48% year on year, and the gross margins are at a record 37%. They now have a backlog of $1.1 billion, and it seems like defense has been the golden ticket here. You know, the key catalysts for the stock driving higher are the Neutron debut and scale up, you know, reusable medium lift rockets hitting launch complex 3 in Q1 2026. They have the first flight mid-year. It actually cuts costs by 50% plus, unlocking constellation and mega contracts, and also deep space players. Analysts forecast a 49% revenue jump to almost $900 million. Next one is defense dominance, securing almost $1 billion in the US Space Force Prime. And this ties again into the geopolitical surge with sovereign space budgets, basically. They have some potential acquisitions for communications and the price action and technicals. That this company is a bit of a beast. It's surged to a 52-week high of around $90 lately, up on the big Space Force news. There's high volume breakouts, but volatile. And in my opinion, it's ideal for dip buying if delays hit. The risks here: Neutron delays could shake faith, high research and development burns, negative return on equity margin until the break even. Some people would argue there's a stretch valuation here with a very high price to sales of 84 times. And the bottom line here is that it seems to be one of the best ones out there. They have balanced execution. These new defense revenues can be the rocket fuel, and the Neutron as an ultimate 2026 trigger. They have proven launches and a growth path that makes it a core hold for the space boom. If they deliver, this could be the sector standout winner. So there you have it, my top 3 pure play space stocks for the 2026 boom. Again, why do I think 2026 is going to be a really hot year? You know, we've got the SpaceX IPO, pretty much allegedly locked in. And really they're targeting a potential $1.5 trillion valuation, which would be the biggest ever. Anyway, the way Elon would put this is he would say these aren't just stocks, they're bets on the humanity's next frontier, or at least Rocket Labs and SpaceX are anyway. And of course the risks are everywhere here, you know, delays, execution, and maybe valuations are slightly stretched. I would recommend doing your own due diligence. This is not financial advice, just my take after some digging deep. If you're fired up from this, please do smash that like button and like that smash button and turn on notifications. I quit banking to chase this full time, and your support keeps the momentum going. Do comment your favorite one of the 3 or the one I skipped, and I'll reply to every single one. And like I said, I'll drop a full separate deep dive on SpaceX soon, so be sure to check that out when it comes. Thank you so much for watching. It may be late in January to say this, but I hope you have an amazing 2026. Catch you in the next one.